The ashes of 40 babies or infants may have been scattered without their parents' consent at a crematorium in Aberdeen. An independent audit was unable to establish if parents had agreed to the practice in 1984 and 1985 because the paperwork no longer exists. Well, live now to Ross Govans at Hazlehead Crematorium. Ross, what's the background to this?
This audit was ordered after it was discovered that no ashes had been given to families up to children of 18 months. It was discovered here that there was several problems, and now what they're looking to find out is some historical cases that were discovered. They relate back to 1984 and 1985, and it was discovered that possibly the ashes of children were dispersed on these grounds without the knowledge or the consent of the children's parents. Now, the leader of Aberdeen City Council has been reacting to the findings of the independent audit.
We don't know about that. It's not that we think something did go wrong, it's just that those particular records, they're not there. So, what we would intend doing is that if parents are keen to speak to us or would wish to speak to us, we'll be pleased to hear from them. We just didn't have procedures in place at that time, or the authority at that time didn't have procedures. So I think that, the likelihood is that the same thing was happening as was happening at other times, but we just can't put our hand in our heart and say we know that. That's the difference.
This is part of a wider investigation into children's ashes in Scotland. Now, the solicitors who are representing many of the families affected and are pushing for a full inquiry say that they're determined to find out what's happening, and this report actually poses more questions than it answers.
It's frankly not worth the paper that it's written on. It's certainly not worth the time, the effort and the emotional investment that the families have placed into this exercise. They demand answers, they deserve answers, and frankly all this has done is posed far more questions than it's answered. It's a wasted exercise.
Anyone who's been affected by this is asked to contact Aberdeen City Council. A reminder of the years that were affected: 1984 and 1985. Back to you.